Hello, Assalamualaikum, and good morning to each and every one of you. So for today, it is Monday, week 5 for our learning objectives, right? So you can refer to our Telegram group, right? So week 5, right? The textbook link is here, and then the skills that we are learning today is writing and also reading, right? Our learning objectives you can look at here. So these are all the things that you should do for today's lesson. There are 5 things that you should do. Okay, I compile each of these with activity A, pitch what and what and what. Okay, and you will have the instructions here, right? Since I'm doing this video, so you can actually watch this video, or you can actually look at the instructions that I give in the WhatsApp, in the Telegram group, right? And then you write your attendance, so after you have done your works, write your name and the class after you have submitted your work, right? Now for today, we are going to look at page 18 in the textbook. Okay, page 18 and page 19, right? So this is page 18, this is page 19. This is activity A. Okay, you can look at activity B, C, this is B, C, right? The next page is activity D. This is activity D. Okay, and then E. For the last one, our main objectives for today's class is for us to make the writing, right? What writing? Look back at here, page 18. It is what we call as the writing an informal letter or email based on prompts. What is prompts? What is prompts? Prompts means with points, right? You can put in your vocabulary book what is prompt. Okay, there's the word that you learned today, prompt. Okay, prompt. In the simple word, prompt is point. Points given. Okay, prompts means points yang diberikan. Okay, let's look one by one. First thing, before you do exercise A or activity A, let's look at our learning objectives. So the first one, okay, the learning objectives are what you should do. Okay, what I need to do, what you should do. So number 1, identify differences about formal and informal language. What is identify? I know you still remember what is identify. Identify. Okay, this is one point. One another vocabulary that you need to write in your vocabulary book if you still don't remember what is identify. Okay, identify in Malay is kenal pasti. Right? So identify is kenal pasti. So before you do the writing and the exercises from exercise A, from activity A until activity E, the first thing that you should do is you need to identify, kenal pasti. Differences. What is differences? Differences means kelainan, right? Or perbezaan. About, tentang. Formal and informal. Formal is formal and yang tidak formal language. What does it mean by formal or informal language? Now let me tell you. Let me show you what is formal and informal language. Yeah. Now, I would like you to look at this. This is the definition, the meaning. From what? From University of Technology in Sydney, Australia. Formal language. What is formal language? Okay, formal language, it does not use colloquialism, or we call it as colloquial. Colloquial is bahasa pasar, okay, or bahasa pasar or bahasa singkatan, okay. Contractions, okay, does not use, tidak menggunakan bahasa pasar. Contractions, we learned contractions before. You still remember what is contractions? Contraction is singkatan, kata singkatan. So formal language, they don't have colloquials, singkatan, contractions, okay, or what is this? Or first person pronouns. First person pronouns, for example, I or we, kami. Okay, this is for formal, right? What about informal? Informal language, bahasa yang tidak formal, okay, is more casual and spontaneous. Is more casual. Casual is lebih biasa, and spontaneous. Spontaneous means lebih spontan, right? It is, right? It is used, ianya digunakan when communicating with friends, bila bercakap dengan kawan-kawan, or family atau keluarga. Sama ada in writing, penulisan, atau perbualan, conversation. This is for you to know what is formal language and what is the informal language, right? So informal, it is more on with family members, yeah. Let me show you more about this, because in your writing after this, right, you will need to use the phrases or the words of formal and informal. All right. Let's look at the differences. Okay, formal, right? These are the differences. Hopefully that you can see it clearly. Full sentences, right? Short sentences for informal, right? Full sentences. What is sentences? Ayat, penuh. Next, correct grammar and vocabulary. Lack formal grammar and vocabulary. I'll show you the example of this. Yeah? No contractions. Okay, tiada kata singkatan. Right? And then this one, it has contractions. For example, I'd, I won't, I would, or I had, I'd. This one, I would. Okay, for this one, no contractions. I would, saya akan, or saya akan, something like that. I would, saya akan. This one is contractions, kata singkatan, I'd, with a apostrophe here. Then, for formal, it has no idioms. For the informal, it has idioms. For example, this one. Okay. On point means good. The next one, passive voice. the application form is complete. This is the example of the formal language. But what about the informal language? It uses active voice. What is active voice? Normally you say it in the first person of you. I completed the application form. As you can see, in the active voice, we put the subject is here, like I, we. But for passive voice, we put the object in front, right? Next, for the formal language, no phrasal verbs, no abbreviations, no exclamation marks, and no imperatives. What does it mean? This one, no phrasal verb. To investigate. Phrasal verbs, look into. This is more of an informal. Next, no abbreviations. Tiada singkatan. As soon as possible. As we know, abbreviation of as soon as possible is ASAP. So in informal language, you can use abbreviations like ASAP or even EG. EG means example. Next, no exclamation marks. Exclamation marks. What does it mean by exclamation marks? Do you still remember? Exclamation marks. This one. This one. This is the exclamation mark. Yeah. Kata seru. Right. Oh, not kata seru. Tanda. Right. Tanda seru. So tanda seru or exclamation mark. So when can we use the exclamation mark? Only in informal language. Yeah? But for formal language, no exclamation marks. Right? No, what is this? No imperatives. Imperatives means what I would like you to do. For example, you may complete the form. Kamu boleh isi borang itu. But in informal, right, complete the form. Directly you can give, memberi arahan, right? So imperative means kata-kata yang memberi arahan. Okay, in informal you can directly say complete the form, isi borang tu. That is informal. For formal, you need to start with a verb. Where is it? Imperative, you may. You, it starts with a person, you, right? You. That is for the formal. But for informal, start with a verb. What is verb? I know you still remember what is verb. Kata kerja, right? Verb, action words, the thing that you do with your whole body. Okay, that is one of the definition of verb, right? Verb is kata kerja. This one, this is the meaning. Complete. Complete means you do with your hands. Complete, siapkan, or isi. Okay, for example, close the door. Close the door, or close the window. Tutup pintu itu. Tutup tingkap itu. Close. You directly use the verb in front. So that is how you know it is informal, right? So I hope you know now what is the example of the phrases of formal or informal languages. In order for you to actually see later on when you would like to do your exercise E, which is to write an email responding to assignment, but you need to refuse the invitation, right? So that's the main our main aim for this, which is for the writing, right? In order for you to further look into the formal or informal language in the Google, you can actually search for example. Where is it? Okay, example of formal and informal language, right? And then you can actually look at the images, or even all. Okay, the images you can actually see. Okay, the one that I told you just now, you can actually see it here, and then the definition is down here, right? That is for your further explanation if you want to explore more about what is formal and informal language. That is what you should do. Number one, we done did this, we did this, we done this. So you need to identify. What is identify again? Kenal pasti. So you know now the identify or differences about the formal and informal language. Okay, still remember? Okay, we're good to go to number two. Okay, let's look at number two. You need to read the email and answer 4 questions. This is on activity A, page 18. So you need to look at the textbook. Look at the textbook. On activity A. Okay. This is what you need to do. You read and answer these 4 questions. Yeah. Read the email and answer the questions. Number 1. Who is writing the email? Siapa yang tulis email itu? Number 2. Why is this person writing? Why is this person writing? Kenapa orang ini tulis email ni? Where is the email? It's down here. This is the email, yeah? This is the question, and this is the email. Alright, you read the email, and then you answer the questions. Let's look at number 3. Okay. What set phrases, apakah frasa-frasa, are used to begin and end the email? Apakah frasa yang digunakan used to begin, untuk memulakan, and end, dan mengakhiri the email? The last one, number 4. What makes this email informal? What makes this email informal? Apa yang kamu perasan yang mengatakan bahawa email ini adalah email yang tidak rasmi, informal? How? I told you just now, there are few types on how you want to look at the differences between the formal and informal language, right? So you need to refer back to the one that I told you just now, and look at this. This is the email from who is it from? This is from Simon to Mark. Okay. How are things? Hello Mark. How are things? Bagaimana? Like, how are you? Something like that, yeah? I haven't heard from you for ages. Lama tak dengar cerita. Anyway, I've got some great news. Okay, walau bagaimanapun, okay, saya ada berita yang gembira. Berita yang bagus. Alright. So this is the second paragraph. As you know, seperti yang kamu tahu, saya telah pun nagging. Nagging means telah banyak kali bagi tahu. Nagging my parents, ibu bapa saya, to get me a laptop for a long time, untuk mendapatkan laptop. Okay, dah lama dah bagi tahu ada laptop. Well, guess what? See, can you see here? What is this? Exclamation mark, right? So, that's what I told you just now. For informal, they have exclamation mark, tanda seru. So, just now, there's a question. There's a question of this one. What makes this email informal? Number 4. So, what makes this informal? 1, because of the exclamation mark. Here. This one, yeah? Right, let's continue. They're getting me one for my birthday. Ibu bapa saya nak belikan laptop untuk birthday saya, which by the way is in 2 days. Yang ini ada akan in 2 days, dalam masa 2 hari. Okay, it will be his birthday. Isn't it incredible news? Okay, I won't need to use my dad's ancient computer anymore, and I'll be able to organize all my music files and films. What does it mean by ancient? Ancient here means lama, okay, or purba. Actually, it's purba, right? Ancient. So put in your vocabulary book, ancient means purba, or actually it's lama, right? So 3 now, you need to put in your vocabulary book, prompt, identify, ancient. Write down in the vocabulary book the words that you don't know. Okay, so I would like you to continue reading. If you don't know any words, I would like you to refer to your dictionary online, or if you have dictionary with you, it's better for you to use the dictionary, yeah? Right, so this is the email, and then you read and answer the question. That's for exercise A, or activity A. What about this? Okay, the next one. So after you had done number 1, after you had done number 2, you need to do now number 3. What is it? Read the email again, and match Mark's notes with points A to C. This is activity B on page 18. You read again this email again, this one, read this email again, and answer B. This is point A, point B, point C. where is the notes? Okay, as you can see in the email, can you see this one and this one and also this one? These are Mark's notes, right? See, hello Mark. So this email, it is read now by Mark, which is, this is the answer for this paragraph. This is the answer of Mark for this paragraph, and this is the answer for this paragraph. Okay, now let's look at this paragraph. What is it? Great. Okay, so Mark think that Simon getting a laptop, that's a great news. The next one, the second one, sure. Okay, sure. Sure means like, okay, all right, I'm good, right? Sure. Okay, next one. This one, the last one. In the last paragraph, well, that's all for now. Write back with all your news. I hope you can make it to my party. Tell him. Tell him of what? Because Simon I hope you can make it to my party. So Simon hoped that Mark can come to his party. So tell him what? Okay, so this is point A, point B, and point C. For example, give news. Where can Mark give the news? Is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Right. The next is B. Express enthusiasm. Express enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means kesukaan. Like you are enthusiast. Enthusiast means like excited gila, like something like that. That is enthusiast, right? Suka betul. Alright. C. Accept or refuse an invitation. So where is C? Okay, it is here. Tell him. So Mark need to tell Simon to accept, terima, or refuse. Refuse means tidak mahu, don't want, refuse. The invitation, jemputan tersebut, jemputan ke parti tersebut. Okay, so you need to match which one. That's for activity B. That's number 3 that you should do. This one. Right, so now I've done telling you what you should do for 3, which is activity B. Right. Now, we are looking at 4 now. After you have done this, activity B, you need to do the next one. Read the email that Mark has written to Simon. Underline, gariskan the sentences, ayat-ayat, and answer 2 questions. This is activity C, page 18. Where is it? Okay, the activity C. This one. Yeah. For this is B, this is C. This is Mark's reply to Simon. What you should do? Look back at C. What's the instruction? Okay, the instruction is, now read the email that Mark has written to Simon and underline the sentences. You need to copy back this reply email and you need to underline, right, the sentences. And after you have underlined it, you need to answer these questions, number 1 and number 2. Okay. Is the wording in Mark's email the same as in his notes? You need to look. Adakah, the first one, is the wordings, adakah perkataan-perkataan in Mark's email, dalam Mark punya email, the same, sama, seperti in his notes. Where is his notes? Here. This is the notes. This one. This is Mark's notes. Did you see that it is the same? Sama tak? Notes of Mark with this one. Okay, and then number 2. What extra comments or information does he add to his notes? So you need to identify, answer this question. What extra comments? Apakah komen yang lebih daripada the notes just now? Does he add? Yang dia tambah. Does he add? Yang dia tambah to his note, dalam nota dia, in this note. So you need to identify that and answer this question. It's quite simple. Okay. In order for you to read this, any words that you don't understand, please write in your vocabulary book. Right? Write the note, write the word, and also you write what it means. This is to help you, right? The next one. Let's look at this. So we did number 3, and just now I gave you explanation for number 4, which is activity C, page 18. Now let's look at number 5. What you should do now, after you had done your activity C, I would like you to look at activity D, which is number 5, page 19. Read and reply, baca dan jawab. Okay, read and reply the expressions. The expressions or phrases. Expressions ataupun frasa-frasa in the table. What is table? Table means, what is it? Table is this one. Next page. Page 19. Oh, okay, sorry for that. This page, yeah. This one, page 19. So this is the table. What is a table? Table is all of this. So you need to read these phrases. Okay, look at the table and look at the phrases, identify, and you need to understand what it means. This is what? Expressing enthusiasm. Okay, I would like you to find yourself. What does it mean by enthusiasm? Find in your dictionary. I don't want to tell you exactly 100% is it what it means. You need to know yourself how to learn. Okay, I don't want to give you fish, but I would like to teach you to fish. What does it mean? Saya tidak mahu memberikan kamu ikan, but I want to teach you how to fish. Bagaimana untuk memancing. Right, that's better. Rather than I give you 100%, you need to work on yourself as well. Okay, now So find it. Enthusiasm. These are the phrases. Frasa, frasa. All of these in the table, the phrases that you can use to do your email later on, which is for your exercise E after this. Okay. Now after you had read these phrases or expressions in the table, let's look back at here. So you need to read and reply, perlu baca dan jawab the expressions or the phrases in the table, which is activity D on page 19. You need to situations to 1 to 4 and the notes. What does it mean? Let me show you. This one. Okay, situation 1. This is situation 1, situasi pertama. Okay. And then you reply this situation. This is the one that you can use. Cannot, tak boleh, can't. Okay. Have fun. Have flu. Okay. Ada selesema, sedang ada selesema. So this is your reply to this situation. You have the prompts already, remember? That's what we are learning for today. You are replying, you are writing an informal letter or email based on prompts. Again, what is prompts? Points given. Okay, point yang telah diberikan. So, these are the prompts. Inilah point-point yang diberikan. So, by using these prompts, okay, point-point jawapan ini, you need to answer. Give the reply to this situation. 1. 2. This is the reply. Fantastic. How you want to reply? Use the phrases above here. Okay. And then look at number 3. Situation number 3 and situation number 4. So from here, not good. What is this? Not good. Left early. Okay, tak bagus. Left early. Keluar awal. The next one, number 4. What is this? Sure. This is the prompt. Sure. Right. So after you had done number 5, okay, we are almost finished. Okay, for number 5, you need to look at that. This is activity D. And before you do activity E, what you should do is you need to read. Okay, I explained to you just now for 5 how you should do. Now you need to do number 6. What is this? This is what you should do to actually do the writing. Right? This is our ultimate goal for today's lesson, which is for you to write an email. Tulis satu email responding yang memberikan jawapan to Simon. Okay, memberi jawapan kepada Simon, but refusing, tetapi tidak mahu. Right? Cuba say you don't want to the invitation. You cannot go to the invitation. So before you do this, you should read and understand plan section, the section of plan and the section of tips. Where is it? Okay, it is here on page 19. Besides the table here, this is the table that this is the table okay, this is table that you did just now with the situation ABC. So you need to read this section. This is the section of plan and the section of tips. this one. So before you do your activity E here, you need to read this. Read this and understand what you should do. These are the tips on how you want to do this one. Okay? In order for you to plan writing an informal letter or email, you need to follow this plan below. Okay? First one, greeting. Right? What is greeting? Bagi salam. Okay, say hi. Okay, you greet. Here, you have the example here. And then the opening paragraph. Again, what is paragraph? Paragraph is perenggan, right? Opening paragraph. So begin. Mulakan your letter. Mulakan surat anda or email. Okay. And say why you are writing. Kenapa kamu sedang tulis? Okay. And then use, gunakan phrases seperti, what is phrases? Frasa-frasa seperti. These are the example. So you can use this example to start your paragraph or your opening paragraph. Okay. How are you? Okay, and so on. You have these bullets. So I would like you to read and understand. Find what is the meaning of this. Okay. This is the main part. Okay. 2 to 3 paragraphs. After you had done your greeting, and after you had done your opening paragraph, next is for you to write your main part. You need to write it in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Yeah. And lastly, you need to have your closing paragraph. Penutup, right? Closing paragraph. How you want to do it? Okay. I must go now, for example. You can use this phrase as frasa. And then after that, signing off. You can actually see this in this sample email here. You can see this. Where is the signature or where is the greeting? Okay, where is the first paragraph? Where is the closing? Okay, and after you have read that plan, you need to read the tips section here. Okay. Okay, read this. And after that, last but not least, you need to do last one, which is number 7. Do your writing. Okay, do your writing. So we did this and I explained to you about this. Read and understand plan and tip section. And now the ultimate goal of our lesson is here. You need to write an email responding to Simon. Where is Simon's email? Where is it? Okay, it is this page. On page here, this one. You need to reply to this email, but of course you need to use your own phrases. Please don't copy 100% of this. You need to use your own points, your own phrases. Okay, you have points already, prompts, you've been given prompts, but you should do with your own phrases, paragraphs. Okay, use your own phrases. Read the instruction of exercise E. Okay, this is the instruction. Imagine that Simon is a friend of yours. Bayangkan Simon itu adalah kawan kamu. Okay, your friend. And has sent you the email in activity A. So I told you just now, that's the email that Simon have given you. Write an email responding to Simon. Okay, tuliskan satu email membalas Simon, but okay, tetapi refusing his invitation, tidak dapat hadir. Okay, tidak dapat hadir ke jemputan parti tersebut. This one. Okay, you can use Mark's email as model. So this is Mark's email. Jawapan Mark, you can look at this as a model, as example. Okay, as example. But you must use your own ideas. Mesti guna idea sendiri. Okay, and other expressions. Right? Okay, I hope you understand. If you don't understand, you can ask me in the Telegram group, or you can DM me or direct message me. Again, that's our learning objectives, our learning objective for today. And what we learned, the skills that we learned today are writing and also reading. Okay, all of these activities are helping you to do your writing, right? Helping you to do your writing here. So please complete activity A, activity B, activity C, D, and lastly, please do activity E. That's what I would like you to do for today. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum. Peace.